Sitting number 2 on the Challenger Series ratings, and he is up right now, getting things started. The wild card up against Nat Young and Filipe Toledo in this heat. He's going to have his hands full with the current world number 1, but off the back of maybe the biggest result for an Indonesian.
A little bit out there, but there is definitely a relationship when you're on a wave and the way that you ride that wave and what it's doing for you. It's really, really interesting.
Rio just getting under Toledo there and didn't work out. And we'll get back to you in a moment as we see Rio finding a bit of vision here, locking in for the inside section. He'll find his way through multiple rifling sections to cut his way through. Here's Rio's ride from the top. Strider, nice bowl to kick off.
Yeah, you know, found himself a nice threading, you know, running little wave along the reef and got the payoff on that last third section. I can't believe that wave offered up 3 tubes and then banged away at the lip right over the dry reef. So beautiful surfing from Rio. You know, he doesn't really find the deep part of the barrel until that third section on the inside, but I'm really stoked that he come away with that wave, put himself in a commanding spot in this heat.
Yeah, a little swoop off the top. And then Toledo had this one, Rich.
Yeah, Toledo just streaking down the line here, flying. Mach 20, just looking for the barrel here, and was just unfortunate.
Nat Young now picking this one for some big scoring opportunity. Let's see how he does. Nice slice to get started. Grabs the wall, tucks in for just a brief cover. And might be able to lay down some big turns on the end of this one. Bit of foam to deal with. No problems for the Californian. He'll kick out. But yeah, Dimity, beautiful looking boards. We saw the Jerry Lopez. What's your go-to though? What would you like to ride out there?
Section, it really didn't open up for him. Nat Young outside, a nice swooping cutback to start things off on the forehand. Gets the little stall, little cover up, little shampoo there, nothing too deep. And then another carve to finish off. Did well to keep the fins engaged through that frothy section. But great that we've got this heat underway now.
Strong performance, couple of decent rides. As we see Filipe up on the outside, beautiful looking wall, clean conditions. Let's see how this quad tracks through some of these big backhand blasts. Climbs the lip, big float there, has a lot of speed to carve into this section of the wave. Now starting to steepen, gets a little bit of release in the tail. Nice combination and somehow hung on to a high impact finish. Looked like he got obliterated, but re-emerged through the white water.
You can see here on this replay, he is just sizzling and going at a very high speed on the backhand here, driving through that turn. You can see projecting down the line, gets up for the lip line floater, a little double shimmy up there, extended bottom turn, another tight snap, and this one here. And then quick transition to get that final hit. And like you, Strider, I just thought that he got compressed on that final turn, but that strength running that you were talking about, great vision here from this angle.
Yeah, you know what? You can see it, the face and how steep it gets and how low the angle gets. It's really hard, you know, to read that when you're out there. And for him to be able to, you know, use this board in conditions like this, you know, it was a question of whether or not.
Yeah, Sonny had almost a similar heat score, total 26.75 to your 16.25. That was the era of your 3 highest scoring waves. I'm pretty sure the waves were so good for the finals that they went, you know what, let's make it 4. Otherwise, you would have had the highest heat score total of the entire event.
Oh, well.
You got stitched up.
You're obviously wearing a knee brace. Can you tell us what's going on with the knee? Because it didn't look like you were injured.
Yeah, unfortunately, yesterday morning I kind of tweaked my front knee. So I think it's like the MCL. And it's been a little bit of an emotional roller coaster because
little saying there kind of just makes you focus in on the job at hand.
Here goes Filipe again. So trying to get rid of a 1.43 to extend this lead. Beautiful turn out of the top there, weightless, and just pulls through the pit, the closeout section there. Let's see what Rio can do with this one. He's right in this heat still. He's got a 5.5. The requirement might be a bit bigger than the 3.94 that he was chasing prior to Felipe's ride. This wave's starting to stretch out. Nice hit in the pocket there. Plenty of power, the youngster. And the 22-year-old looking for a clean finish here on the inside. This wave just getting a little funky down the line. Maybe didn't find the read and the combination he was looking for.
Watch the replay here. I'm seeing so many different surfers in this guy. from Filipe and to Kanoa, and even a couple of shades of Danny Wills in the way he attacked this wave. Right in that bottom turn there with the arms extended out. Here's where he gets up and under the lip. Gets nice and critical, maybe not quite as high and connected as he could have got. And we're being really, really critical with the breakdown here. Some great surfing nonetheless, and this water angle is just so dreamy.
Yeah, this turn right here was the money turn. I mean, straight into the lip, and that was where we got to see him really attack it. And then on the inside, it was the rhythm was a little off, and it almost looked a little tentative, but the work was done out the back, but that second turn was really beautiful.
He's got his eyes on something out the back. Meanwhile, the number one in the world is actually going to swoop on this first ride. Nice carve off the top, lines up the big float, loses no speed, just in transition now. Trying to better a 3.97. This wave a little bumpy, not a lot of face to work with. He's going to kick out of this one, you'd think. 4 minutes to go, and Rio actually had a 6.33 on that previous ride, so he's jumped up into the lead. Filipe needs a 5 here, and he's aware of it as he milks this one right through to the inside, but he's put himself a long way down the line.
Didn't mind the score there of Rio. I thought they were spot on with that one. And this is a replay of Nat Young.
Wow.
He got absolutely piped off his brain on the opening section of that. Nice, big, flowing cutback. Sets it up again. It's another little semi-rinse, not quite, but then another hit off the top. And then just finishes off with another wrap there. But all the points are going to be in that opening tube ride. Great water angle. Oh, fully disappeared.
Oh, that's what you come for right there. That's the beauty of G-Land, and waiting, having the nerve to let that first wave go that Toledo had, because it looked like a great wave.
But yeah, maybe left some points in that mid portion of the ride, but he's still in it. He needs a 4.5 out of this wave. Smaller ride, really needs to rip it apart. A couple of good hits already, forcing the tail slide, doesn't quite get the release he was after.
So all the momentum is with the Indonesian, and that'll be a huge confidence boost for him.
Oh, the party's going to begin on the beach. He's going to get a huge response.